Oh, that was real smart. Hit the live button and don't unmute. Good move, Sue. I'm going to wait for some of you to get in here. I know there's a lot going on um, in Georgia. The active shooter, good grief. These kids cannot catch a break. As soon as school starts back up, it's already something going on. Hey, Vicky, good to see you. Earth, stars, it's good to see all y'all. I know I don't go live enough, so I don't know if my stuff's even going out, and I don't care because we're going to get into it. Hey, Michelle, good to see you, hon. We're going to get into some other topics as well, but listen, most of you all, hey, Reese, good to see you. Popcorns and M&Ms. Sounds good right now. Let's see who else gets in here. Sunday, good to see you. It's been a while. Always good to see you. You hit the bell this time, Vicky? Good. Yes, Earth, prayers, thoughts, prayers, all the things. Something. I don't like to get political here, but man, I don't know. I don't know. I mean, these are high schoolers. I mean, school just started back up for them, and this is their reality today. And like, how many times do we have to have this discussion? Active shooter popcorn at a high school. It's not confirmed. Good. You got your notification? Rocat. I do not want to butcher your name. Anyway, y'all. I know it is. And it's like it's just, we keep every year, several times, having this same discussion on this same thing. At this point, I don't even know what else to say. Rock a bit. Thank you. Sometimes that's all it takes. Rock a bit. Hey, Tiny. Good to see you. So I don't know if you all have been keeping up. I'm sure the ones that keep up with Sister Wives. I'm going to talk about it for a little bit and then we'll switch around. Everybody is saying that Kody and Robyn are headed for divorce. And I'm having a hard time believing it. She was the idiot that got left behind. She doesn't only feel that way, she actually is. Josh, good to see you. Yeah, Reese, people are saying that Kody and Robyn are headed for divorce. Now, shout out to IQ Queen. I actually went up on her panel this morning, and I've always liked her. I always like the way she lays out her content and goes over the stuff. I don't either, Vicky. Exactly, Reese. She's not leaving him. She got what she wanted. Well, she did, but I think she wanted the other wives' money too. But here's my theory. I went on IQ Queen's panel to ask her, why does everybody think Kody and Robyn are getting a divorce? And she says that there are sources. You either, Sunday? I don't either. There are sources saying this. And now these sources are coming from The Sun. They were right. I'll give them credit. They were right about Christine. They were right about Janelle. We knew Mary and Kody was over before Mary knew, bless her heart. Yeah, she got him. But the Kody and Robyn one, I'm having a little hard time with, and here's why, man. Look, she got what she wanted. Now she's stuck with him. I just don't think that they would divorce. I think they're stuck with each other. They've trauma bonded together. Is it what she thought it would be? Probably not, because now she's she's the only wife left, and there's no one for him to vent to, or he has her to vent to, but what about now? What wife? So she's not that wife anymore that's looking like the perfect wife. And I feel that they bonded over that over their 10, 13 years together. And thank you, Tiny Dancer. But I want to play a clip for y'all. This was from Hey Glitz and Glams. That's what I said. Okay, I'm glad you said this. Okay. The reason why I think that they are selling their home for, what is it, 1.65 million. My God, did y'all look at the images of that home? The reason I think that they're selling the home, this is just my theory, is okay. TLC. Well, no, Kody had an LLC, Kody Brown Entertainment, kind of like Kurt and Rashida from Love and Hip Hop. Kurt has D-Lo Entertainment. So that's where, like, the money would go that TLC would disperse. The money from each episode would be to, Kody's LLC. Well, now they're not sending out the checks like that for Kody to give them out. Each check goes separate. There's no way that they are going to depend on Kody or trust Kody to send that money out correctly. That's not going to happen. Thank you, Sunday. They lost the money. Yeah, and that's what happened. They lost the money when they lost the other wives. Him and Robyn both. That's just the way it is. Bro, I don't think I've ever seen an episode of Thanks, Splatter. So I'm going to play a clip of Robyn. Now I want y'all to listen to this. This is embarrassing, Robyn. Okay, and then we're going to get into a little bit more. We're going to get into Tammy Slayton getting bit by a camel too, y'all.
The wife left standing. Mm-hmm. That's what everybody calls me, the wife left standing. The wife.
Robyn says, I'm the wife left standing. That's what Kody calls me, the wife left standing. She is so proud of this. Okay. And this was about a year ago. Also, like, she was proud to say that people call me the Kody whisper. No, they don't. No, they don't. And if they did, it was weird.
That stuck it out or something. I don't remember what he says, but it's something along those lines. I mean, Kody and I have an agreement that if we decide we don't want to be married anymore, we're not going to hold each other up. But I never thought that I wanted to leave the marriage. No. I just.
Which this brings us to that conversation, this weird conversation they had at the table. Y'all remember where she was crying with Mary and Kody? Mary and Kody were talking about the end of their divorce. And Robyn was interjecting, and he says something to Robyn. He looks at Robyn. He said, you and I made a promise. The wife dumb enough to stay, right? The idiot left behind. You and I made a promise. Pretty much to me, what he was saying was, if I'm ever in a situation like I'm in right now with Mary, I will not stay with you. I will let you go, Robyn. It's like they made some type of commitment to each other. Josh. Hey, Georgette. Tammy got bit by her own cat. Oh, gosh. Wait till y'all, hold on.
Know how much I love Kody, and I know he's a good guy, and he's doing his best. I don't think anybody should be married while they're going through a divorce.
What a weird statement. I don't think anyone should be married while they're going through a divorce. Well, no. Also, on the flip side of that, he was in polygamy. So what do you do with that? I mean, come on, Robyn. Let's take a break, Kody, till you get over Christine leaving you. What?
anybody who's gone through divorce knows that it brings out the worst in you, and sides of, somebody that you didn't know existed, type of a thing. And I always look at divorce as kind of like, because I've been divorced myself, and so I always look at divorce as like the opposite of all of the effort and the beauty and the wonder and the happiness of marriage. It's like the opposite of that. And
oh my God, Robyn really went deep here with her thoughts, didn't she? What? I always look at divorce as the opposite of happiness, and it is the opposite, dummy. It's the end. It's final divorce. Yes, that's what you would call the opposite of. She was okay with him divorcing. Oh, she was quite all right with that. Which I'm going to tell y'all, I don't either. Glitz and glam. I don't feel bad for her either. Mary, back to Mary. I do feel like this was pushed by Kody and Robyn. I don't think that Mary came up with this on her own, like they tried to make it look like on television. That was produced, of course. I think definitely Kody behind the scenes, which was pushing not Robyn, but Mary to divorce him so he could be married to Robyn. But in the story that they tell, so he could adopt the kids in case anything ever happened. Bullshit. That was being pushed by mainly Kody, but I believe Robyn as well.
It's been very difficult.
And even though her marriage is still intact, she admits she's been very emotional about the other relationships ending.
Yeah, I feel like we failed. I feel like we, I am embarrassed that we, showed our family to the world, and then that we can't keep ourselves together. Like, that's really embarrassing.
Ma'am, what's embarrassing is your husband and the way he behaved on television. The way he behaved in these relationships. It was downright abusive, if you ask me. And then you hear him in the trailer that dropped. What did I do wrong? Are you serious, Kody? You hear him later telling Mary, what is it he says when he's talking to Mary in the new trailer for season 19? The mistake was marrying somebody, what was it he says, that you didn't love. Kody, you're an asshole. For real. You're horrible. Robyn pretends not to hear this stuff, not to see this stuff, just like she pretended like she didn't know that there were issues in his and Christine's marriage. Whatever. He did everything wrong. Yes, Reese, what didn't he do wrong? Let me get through this and we'll get into some other topics.
Scene, and I feel like that we failed because this was the commitment that we made, and we were all in this, and we all made this choice.
Oh, when I was on IQ Queen, I asked her, I was like, why does everybody think that they're getting a divorce? And she said, from sources. So we don't know for sure. And then I told her my theory on why they're selling the home. And I asked her, I was like, what do you think about Kody passed? Do you think that they're maybe selling the home to keep Kody passed? Do they still want to build on there? Now, she said that Mary has been doing a lot of interviews, and there is an NDA on discussing Kody pass. Hey, Bubblegum. No, Josh B. There's an NDA, so they cannot discuss Kody pass. But the sleuthers will be sleuthing. If you go over to Reddit, you'll see who paid what's left to pay. It seems like selling their home would finish paying it off. Also, I'm going to tell y'all, I feel like this whole Robyn and Kody headed for divorce bullshit is being hyped up before the show drops, which is what, a week and a half away. He lost control of them and money. He went a long time ago. Yeah, and I think that's why he's so angry. Relevance. I think that's why he's such a angry, bitter bitch. But I think this is being hyped up for the show. I don't see Kody and Robyn getting a divorce. Yeah. Let's remember that TLC is usually 2 years behind in their filming, where we're all caught up. You know, we know what's going on present day. TLC's like, hey, do y'all remember 2022? Did you ever see this picture of Christine and Robyn, or I mean, Christine and Kody when they got married? If I see another fucking picture of that family, I'm going to throw up. How y'all feel? Are y'all just sick of seeing these family photos that they show every year? If I was the Brown family, I would be like, give us our photos back. You no longer have the right to use them. You use them too damn much. Oh, you've never seen it, Michelle E? I wonder if it's over there where you're at and what season it would be on.
To do this, there is a weird feeling of like, this was the agreement, this was the even spoken agreement, spoken and unspoken agreement to be together and end up together and always be a family. And I just feel like people left. I know that it doesn't fully make sense. It's not completely logical, but it's emotional. And so that's kind of how I feel.
With so much uncertainty, Robyn says she's been keeping her focus on her children.
My biggest thing right now,
We know that. We know that. Yeah, we should stream it for her in Discord. I can do that. We know that her focus has been her and her children the whole time. I'm going to tell y'all, I think with Robyn and getting involved in this family was self-preservation. I mean, self-preservation, first law of nature. And she did exactly that, and she did a good job. I mean, tell me what y'all think. I think she wanted a safety net. She wanted a solid place for her children, and she got exactly that. And she got the man. I feel like Robyn is feeling confused because she really thought she was going to talk these women into staying with Kody. Now, she did that with Mary for a long time. She could not do that with Janelle. I don't even think she has that type of relationship with Janelle where she can even speak to her like that. When it comes to Janelle and Kody's relationship, that one to me was more solid than his and Christine's and his and Mary's. It was kind of like his and Robyn's, but a little different. I know some of y'all will disagree with me on this, but I think Kody actually loved Janelle, and he does want her back. Yeah. Really tiny. Okay. Oop, wrong one. They have a suspect. Is he alive or she? I was talking about that at the beginning of the show. But yeah, with him and Janelle, also, I do think in the second half of the season, they will touch on the passing of Garrison. You think so too, Vicky? I do too. I think he misses Janelle. I think him and Janelle had something that the others maybe didn't. And I think Robyn knows that. And I like Janelle. Okay. Janelle, she's different to me. And she never let Robyn interfere with her and Kody's relationship like that. I don't know. She just put up those boundaries without saying it. You could see it. Like, Robyn, you're not the Kody whisperer. He's my husband. I'll talk to him when I need to. His children will talk to him when they need to. Go on, bitch, with your tears.
I think that kind of keeps me going is my kids. And just seeing how well they're just sort of figuring this out. And
look at her. Just look at her, already starting to cry. Girl, there is nothing to cry about. If you don't calm down, the only thing is my kids. My kids and my eyebrows keep me going. Shut up, Robyn. I know I'm pausing it and starting it a lot. Yeah, I ain't getting struck.
they're dealing with their own heartache and pain about it, but they're also, they're really great kids. And so I just think about that a lot and I focus on them. And if any of the other children, want to be in our life, then I open my arms. My arms are open completely. And I just, it's weird because like all these years with the family, I had a future in my mind. I saw it every night as I fell asleep. I was always focused on being out on our property together, and I could see us all out there in my mind.
What you were focused on was the money that the other wives were bringing in to pay off on that property. Kody passed, and that didn't come to pass, did it? Now you all are in debt, and things ain't looking so good. Yeah, she was the most successful. Where is that? I don't think she was the most submissive, though. I think she was more independent. Out of all the wives, she was more independent. Thank you, Josh. I love giving my commentary. And I know lives like this people aren't used to with my channel. They're more used to, Nature Boy and stuff like that. But I keep saying this. Those days are over with. Yes, Vicky. Her sitting on the porch. Shay, baby, good to see you. Thank you for coming through. So a lot of my subscribers in here now are from the Nature Boy days, but they know me. They know I like to cover a variety of different topics, and I'm just going to start sticking with it. And I'll always say that I'm going to, and then I don't. Because I'm like, God, these numbers, they're just so low. Whatever, get over it. I can still have a good time, whether there's 100, 200, or 17 people in here. I'm just going to go with it. Yes, independence, but agreed with Kody a lot. Yes, she did. She did until the last couple of years. That fight they had on camera, they said that was one of the worst they had ever had in 30 some years of marriage. Oh, thank you, Josh.
And like now I don't know what my future is. It's a weird thing to say, and it's a weird thing to admit. It's a hard thing to.
Robyn, your future is Kody, that bitter bitch Kody. That's it. And now you're selling your house. Give me just a second, y'all. I'm going to pull up before we get into Amy, the house that they're selling. Let me pull this up. I want y'all to look at this house. No, not their divorce. I don't believe their divorce. If you all could hit that poll, tell me what you all think. Kody and Robyn's house. All right. Hold on. I'm going to pull that up. All right. Reality. Sister Wives Kody and Robyn Brown list Arizona house for sale. Man, the McMansion is up for sale. The polygamous patriarch Kody Brown has surprised Sister Wives fans. Now, they just listed this house. I think it was August 29th. By selling his Arizona house. And see, this is happening too, as season 19 is set to premiere. Fans are left wondering how Kody's last marriage to Robyn Brown is going. With a price tag, y'all see that, $1.65 million. Kody might be ready to start a new life in Utah. I don't believe that. I just think him and Robyn are in financial trouble and they need to sell their home. Maybe they're going to downsize. All right. Okay. Have y'all seen it on Zillow? The house was put on the market via Zillow August 29th. Let's see if we can look at it from here. Because if you all remember in the show, she never let them film inside her. Let's take a 3D. Oh my God. Is that her decorating? Can y'all see it? Or y'all just seeing the, hold on. I don't think you all can see it like I can. So let me go back to the article. Well, let me go back to the right article. Hold on. Stop. Present. Share. All right. Let me go back to the article. Anyways, they listed it. They put it up for sale on the market August 29th. The listing describes the master bedroom has a luxurious spa-like bathroom complete with a large dual head shower built in. Okay. See, why was it that Robyn had this big McMansion that they're able to sell for that much, but you got poor old Janelle out there living on an RV? Here's some images. Okay, no, I don't want to play that. Nope. Hold on. Stop sharing. All right, let me get back to StreamYard. Oh, thank you, Tiny Dancer. Yes, y'all. And tonight, later on tonight, on Patreon, I'm going to do more behind-the-scenes stuff where I'm on camera more, showing you more about my life. Not too much, but she got the palace and the rest got the square. Yes. Designer's nightmare. Let me pull up the, hold on just a second. Here's the thing. My final conclusion on Kody and Robyn is they're not getting a divorce. I think this is like they're amping this up before the show, which is in like a week and a half. Lord. And yeah, we'll just have to watch it play out, but I don't think there'll be a divorce. Let me pull up Amy, y'all. Did you all see? Which I'm sure you did. Hold on. Let me go to this one. Oh, wait a minute. The Industry on Blast has Amy's sister, Tammy. Hold on. Let me pull this up, y'all. I guess Tammy has made a statement. Hey, September. Good to see you. Yes, we get to see Soup in her mansion. Yes. There is no mansion here. Oh, God. Let's see what Tammy says about Amy's arrest. Now, see, Amy, Amy was arrested at a zoo. How many times do you get to hear yourself say that? Okay. She was arrested at a zoo. Somebody was bit by a camel. I ain't sure who. I heard that Amy had her hand wrapped up. Now, when she had her two, yes, bubblegum, she had her two children with her, Gage, and I can't remember the other one's name. Some weird looking guy, but Amy, I'm sorry, y'all, but Amy hangs out with some shady characters. She reminds me of Mama June. And when the police get there, they say they're met with this odor. Oh, God. And I'm thinking, oh, my God, what kind of odor? Well, as you read on down, Amy was charged with, what was it? Schedule 1 and Schedule 4. I heard allegedly that the Schedule 1 could have been mushrooms. Amy, girl, what are you doing? And Schedule 4, I looked up in the state of Tennessee because that's where she was arrested at a zoo here in Tennessee. Hey, Magpie, what was I saying? Oh, the Schedule 4 is like benzodiazepine. So that could be like Klonopin, Valium, stuff like that. So, yeah. Let's see what Amy says, because I haven't seen this yet. Let's see. Fans are curious about Amy Slayton's fate following her recent run-in with law enforcement. Many trooped over Amy's older sister's Tammy's Slayton social media page to ask her about her well-being and possible bail from jail. This comes a day after the TLC star was arrested on drug possession charges on Monday, September 2nd. Authorities reportedly found drugs in plain sight in Amy Slayton's car with 2 minor children. Y'all look at this mugshot. Look at Amy. Lord. I mean, you were arrested at a zoo. I don't know what I expect your mugshot to look like. Okay. Authorities reportedly found drugs in plain sight in Amy Slayton's car with 2 minor children. The incident also involved an alleged camel bite that resulted in the TV personality's trip to the hospital. Okay, so it was Amy. Hold on, let me get a drink. Have you all seen camel's teeth? Look at Amy, y'all. Amy, they didn't do you. The queries about Amy's fate with cops took over the comment section of Tammy's latest Instagram post. Although the latter addressed her mental health and emotional growth, fans were more interested in her younger sister. Oh, she's on the Shade Room, y'all. She's on the Shade Room. I'm going to pull up Instagram in a minute. Not the Shade Room. Girl, your sister on the Shade Room. Someone pointed out while another blatantly asked, did you bail Amy out yet? A third couldn't help but compare the Slayton sisters' lives, quipping, crazy how much physical and emotional progress Tammy has made. Meanwhile, Amy just got arrested for child endangerment. That's true. Okay, y'all remember, let me go back to the studio. Hey, G5, good to see you. If you ever need a mugshot, bring your own ring light. Yes, do something, because that's awful. That was a horrible mugshot. Y'all remember when 1,000 Pound Sisters first came on, Tammy was the one. She was a mess, okay? Amy was married. She got the weight loss surgery and went on to have children. against doctor's orders, but she did it anyway. So she was the one doing well. Amy, wait a minute. No, Tammy, on the other hand, was very she was hateful. She yelled at everybody. She didn't want no one helping her. She was just awful to her family. Then she goes into that rehab. Yeah, Amy has spiraled. Tammy goes into that rehab and then starts doing good. She actually starts losing all the weight, has the weight loss surgery. Have y'all seen her over on TikTok? I mean, you go, girl. Tammy is doing amazing. She just seems so different these days than she used to. Irrelevant. And now we got Amy hanging out with some weird dude. He looked weird to me, with her children getting bit by camels. Now, come on. All right. More people drew attention to Amy's plight, imploring Tammy for updates. One Instagram user asked, "Girl, what's the tea on your sister?" All right. Is your sister okay? Let's see if she answered. All right. The Blast recently shared that Amy was arrested in a Tennessee safari park in Alamo. Oh, okay. However, the drama began before the cops arrived, with EMS workers wheeling, oh my God, her out on a stretcher for treatment. Well, if she got bit by a camel. Pictures taken from the scene showed Amy seemingly in pain on a gurney with a piece of clothing wrapped around. See, I heard about that. Wrapped around one arm like a makeshift tourniquet. Eyewitnesses claim that they saw walking through the parking lot with the shirt. Walking through parking lot with the shirt before first responders arrived to treat her. Okay. According to authorities, the TLC star claimed she was bitten by a camel at the park. However, one of the owners, John Conley, vehemently denied the allegations. Uh-oh. He stressed that the camels had never attacked anyone in their year-long operation. What? I mean, they have cameras. John claimed the cut above Amy's elbow could not be linked to a camel's bite mark because the skin was filleted open. Oh. And there was no bruised tissue. He doubled down on the animal's innocence by ripping her narrative to shreds. According to the park's co-owners, no surveillance footage backed Amy's claim. Uh-oh, Amy. Nor could she explain where the alleged incident occurred. Nonetheless, the TLC star was wheeled away to get treated before cops slammed the cuffs on her. My God. Authorities claim they found psychedelic mushrooms, marijuana in her car. To make matters worse, the drugs were in plain sight, despite there being 2 minor children in the vehicle, y'all. G5. What the hell did she do to those camels? Good question, but the owner is saying there is no way. I see Will. G5, she looked at him. This is very weird. Amy, are you lying to us? Did you get bit by a camel? I would imagine, especially this day and time, y'all, we've got cameras everywhere. There's nowhere you can go where if something happened, unless you're in the middle of the woods, and then there's trail cams possibly. Something happens, somebody's going to see it. Especially at a zoo. I think that's what she's looking for, Reese, a lawsuit. let's see, stars. I told you she was tripping on mushrooms. I know she attacked herself. I don't know, but Amy, I know on the last season watching her, she was a mess. She bit her own sister. Y'all remember that? She bit Amanda. Yeah, she bit her own sister because she wanted to leave that place they were staying at because she couldn't make the kids mind. No matter how much her siblings were in there trying to help her keep the kids under control, she just couldn't go anywhere with the children. Amy, I think Amy struggles. I really do. I know they had a rough childhood. They've got some issues with their mom. Um, yeah, Amy could not make them. Children were running amok. The siblings, the family, they couldn't enjoy their vacations. The kids were banging on everything, hollering about everything, didn't want to eat this, didn't want to eat that. Like, sit them down, tell them, calm down. I'm eating, the family's eating. If you don't like it, then sit there and just sit there. But no, not Amy. Oh, well. So what else has been going on, y'all? What in the cornbread hell? I'm telling you, Tiny, she bit her sister Amanda. Amanda was like, she bit me. Stars in here cutting up. So what else has been going on out here on YouTube besides freaking Bullhorn Betty? Nobody cares. I promise you, I don't care about anything Bullhorn Betty is doing. And unfortunately, where I've been in this sector so long, my recommendations are just freaking Bullhorn Betty. That's it. Like, do we need one more? Yeah, it has stars. Do we need one more person reviewing Bullhorn Betty? The bitch is crazy. Me too, Heather. I am. And Ernie, I think Ernie's gone. Ernie goes to jail. I think Ernie's going to stay in jail. There's nothing. Everybody is only talking about Bullhorn Betty. Tiny, the way people be acting. Hold on. In the YouTube streets, I would place a bet they bite people to or lick windows. It's a coin toss. I just can't do any more Bullhorn Betty. I never really got into her anyway. One, because of her voice. That's a very annoying voice. I can't do it. Plus, I don't think we need another channel to review her. Who is it? Burnt Toast? She's got that. That's her niche. She has that down. She'll have 2,000 people in there listening to her talk about Bullhorn Betty, the Bee, and their lawsuit. That's another thing I don't care about is that damn lawsuit. What about y'all? I'm sick of hearing about that. That's the longest lawsuit. That lawsuit. Yes, I heard that. Molly's been reviewing her too. I was listening over at Savages this morning. Somebody said in the comments that she was going to go visit Bullhorn Betty. Right. I hate that she gave herself that name, Josh B. A lot of people like to give themselves names like that. Hey, Kelly. What's Kelly say? If I was as evil as Sobin, I'd definitely divorce now. She'll get half of everything, the house and all the properties, and shop till she drops. You are correct about that. Yeah, she really could. Now's her chance. But I don't think that they're getting a divorce. let's see, Turnt Toast. I never really knew Burnt Toast. I've watched her a couple of times when I first came to the sector, and she's always covered Bullhorn Betty. Some people think that she's way too close to the B and the lawsuit situation. I don't know. Oh, wow. Don't go see Bullhorn Betty unless she's behind an electric fence. Oh my God, y'all. I know. I'm talking about how I'm sick of Bullhorn Betty. But shout out to Sinner. Sinner got the video footage of Bullhorn Betty being arrested. Well, I don't think she was arrested, but her and her husband, this is back in 2021. Hey, Six Up, good to see you. Back in 2021, when her and her husband, I guess, were living in a trailer in Florida, and they were both intoxicated. If you have not seen it, now that is worth looking at. That really is. It's not just Bullhorn Betty on her live, carrying on about the things that the judge told her to shut up about. That's actually interesting. But yeah, other than that, Sinner has got some good content. And he goes at the B too, and I love it. He catches her up in all of her lies, and it is good. Six Up, are you back, hun? Oh, seeing you reminds me. I got on here. I was going to use a restream, and I ended up using StreamYard. How did the sound when I was playing that video of Robyn? Was it good or choppy? Because I've been having a lot of issues with StreamYard lately with the sound. No, but I'm timing it to soup. Okay. For those of you that are on my Patreon, I have not been putting out any content, and that makes me feel horrible because people are paying for a service and then you're not putting anything out. Well, let me tell y'all. Oh, tuning in. Gotcha. I have made 3 videos, and when I go back and listen to them, because I'm using StreamYard, it sounds horrible. So I haven't put nothing out. So I went ahead and paid for a restream, and I'm going to try it tonight on my Patreon. And I saw that Purple went live again this morning, but to be honest, I was bored with that, y'all. Poor old Purple. She's on repeat. Thank you, Stars. I appreciate that. Don't worry about it. I support your Patreon because YouTube won't let me pay you for your entertainment on here. Oh, I really do appreciate that. And I promise I am working on it to get more content out. I have 4 reviews. Hey, Kraken, good to see you. I have 4 reviews that I'm behind on, and I don't care. I'm still getting them out. I still got a lot to say about it. But yeah, StreamYard, y'all didn't let me know. How was the sound when I shared the screen, when I was playing Robyn? Was it good or bad? Yes, Stars. She still shouts out the watch parties, and no one, well, not over here. We're not watching her in any watch parties. You haven't watched her in over a week. Well, you ain't missing nothing. It's the same old, same old. Either it's KK, Fat Dan. Oh, it was. Thank you, Michelle. Thank you. Maybe I can get back to this Patreon and start reviewing stuff without the sound being horrible, because I was not going to put out some low quality crap. Oh, Anybody know if you can turn your camera around with Windows 11 on your PC? Because I can't. If you know, let me know. Because I have Googled, I've Binged, I've done everything, and I cannot figure out how to get my camera on YouTube to turn around like the other way. I can get it to on my phone, but not my PC. Just the repeats. That's all it is. It's either, back to purple. It's about Fat Dan, KK, or this everything going on with Jenna. Oh, God, purple. You're a mess, girl. I guess it does make her feel important, but the only reason we watched her in watch parties when we used to watch her in watch parties is because that's where we could like comment and say what we wanted to without getting blocked. Because you say anything in her chat, you're getting blocked. Thank you, Earth. Wait, check the browser you use. Soup, test them out. Your browser might be the reason, not StreamYard. Oh, your browser was the reason for yours messing up your sound. I remember you saying something like that. Okay, y'all, give me just a second. We'll run to the ladies' room. Shout out to Earth. Earth made that for me for when you need a little break. I love that. Yes, except she cleared her block list. I mean, when you got so many people blocked, I think she was having trouble with the Nightbot. But when you got so many people blocked, dang, girl, how many people do you have blocked so that you have to just clear the block list to unblock one person because they don't put it in alphabetical order? I think I only have like 10 people blocked from my channel. And those are like real trolls from back in the day. Oh, you see that 6 up? But yeah, I've been thinking about this, y'all. It's porch talk. I want to do some porch talk at night for my Patreon where I talk about different topics. And I'm going to be talking more about the bee. Yes, the bee. I've got a lot to say about you. I hear you're still over there whining, crying, snotting all over the mic about that parody. You still got a lot to say. I got a lot to say to you. Purple passion is so outdated and yuck. You know what I think Purple needs to do is bring back Heidi. Yep. We need Heidi banging on that piano again. Or her son banging on the piano. We need Heidi making it all about herself again. We miss those days. The bee making it all about herself. She makes everything about herself. Right, Michelle E. She will not let it go. And I'm sorry, but people from the United States trying to do an accent from London, it just sounds so bad. I don't know. It just don't sound right. I guess the vid is going around again bad. They are recommending that we wear masks in the hospitals. Ugh. In the hospital, I would too. It's about that time of year again. Was that piano authentic? Her son played that piano. You remember those days, don't you, Relevant? When Heidi would go up on Purple's panel and all you would hear in the background is Heidi's son banging on it, trying to play Adele. And nobody would be like, hey, except for Karen. Karen. Karen would be like, we can't hear anything. I mean, could she just like mute while her son plays the piano? I mean, you know what I'm saying? And then they would get into it. Yeah, I miss those days. Oh, yeah, she left the door open so everybody would hear it because she thought her son was that good. We didn't. Mm-mm. But it was funny when people got on to her about it. She'd get so mad. She does. She has the name. She looks like a Karen, and she behaves like a Karen. All right, y'all. I guess I'm going to get off here because it's getting close to time for the little one to get home from school. I will catch y'all later on tonight over on Patreon. Patreon. I'm going to get that fired back up. Lee, as my 10-year-old would say, she even has a Karen cup. Oh, God. Don't ever let me get a Karen cup. Yeah, get better soon. 6 up. And thank y'all for hanging out with me while I talk about different topics. And I will be covering Sister Wives. We'll be covering that sometime that week after it's on. It comes on Sunday nights. So we'll be covering that. And God, what else? I think 1,000 Pound Sisters is coming back. So a lot of those I'll be covering. All right. When are the Jerks having a premiere soup? We should be having a live next week. We're talking now. Also, me and Pearl, y'all, are going to be doing some morning shows because that's when I'm up ready to go. And it's still early over there for Pearl. Now, I didn't cover it last Sunday, Will. It ain't came on yet. It comes on September 16th. When? Hold on, let me look at the calendar. Not this Sunday, but next. Wait a minute. We're in September, so it's not September 9th. I thought it was the 16th, but it don't come on till a Monday, or I mean a Sunday. Oh, the 15th. The 15th. All right, y'all. I'll catch y'all later over on Patreon. Bye.